Hello and welcome to a Theme Park Worldwide News Update. Now, one of the most anticipated new rides of 2021 is of course the Jurassic World VelociCoaster that's going to be opening within the Islands of Adventure theme park at the Universal Orlando Resort in Florida. Now, the ride is scheduled to open in summer 2021 and this looks absolutely incredible. It's an Intamin Blitz coaster that's going to feature 2 launches, 4 inversions and reach speeds of just over 70 miles an hour. This ride looks absolutely incredible. Now, back at the start of December 2020, I shared with you all a look at the trains for the VelociCoaster. These are absolutely incredible, love the design on them, and I thought, you know what, this ride is shaping up to be incredible. And then of course, here we are towards the end of February 2021, just a couple of months really from this ride when we're expecting it to be fully open. And you know what, things are looking absolutely fantastic because just a couple of days ago, Universal actually took down some more of the construction walls, meaning that you can see straight in to the area where the ride is located. And I tell you what, it's looking awesome. Now, I just want to say a big thank you to Brett. He's a good friend of mine. He lives in Florida. He went down to Universal to take some photos and video footage for me to share in this video. So big thanks to Brett. Without Brett, I wouldn't be filming this video. So thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you out there soon, hopefully for some rides on the VelociCoaster. But honestly, this looks fantastic. And as you're going to see here from this photo, how absolutely amazing does this area look around the ride. Now, straight away you can clearly see that obviously Universal Creative have looked at Taron at Phantasialand because that's an Intamin Blitz coaster. It features a lot of theming and rock work around it, and as much as this is a different style of rock work and landscaping to Taron, you can just tell it's got those vibes about it, and this looks absolutely incredible. It really does. Now, from a first look at it, it seems like Universal have just gone to town with the theming on this, which is brilliant. It's a huge step up from projects they were doing a few years ago, such as Jimmy Fallon, Fast and Furious, and even Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. As much as that was a big step up with the theming, I really feel like the VelociCoaster here looks incredible. This is going to be a stunning ride. So let's have some footage, shall we, from around the area. Bear in mind it was just filmed on a mobile phone because, you know, it was all very last minute getting down there to see it all. But still, you can see the ride in action in this footage here. And how incredible does the area look? Now, like I say, the ride is going to feature 2 sections. It's got 2 launches and 4 inversions, and what you're seeing here is footage of the first section of the ride. You've got the initial launch and then this first section that meanders all the way around the rock work. There's trees, there's waterfalls around here as well that look amazing, and of course lots of different head chopper elements caused by the rock work. Now, I must say the amount of rock work that there is on this ride is fantastic. You know me, especially if you've watched the channel for a while, I love it when rides are heavily themed and there's so much to look at. With the VelociCoaster, there really is something to look at all the way around, and this footage and the photos that you're seeing here are all from a fantastic viewing area that overlooks the ride. It's kind of like you're looking into the raptor cage, which I do really like. It's not been blocked off with glass or anything like that. You are looking through these bars into the cage, and of course with the coaster track running round and intertwining between the waterfalls, the rocks, the planting, and honestly it looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? And the footage there is great, and there's some great photos coming up to show you just how absolutely amazing all of this looks around here. Now, I must say, you know, when Universal started building this ride, I thought, yeah, it's probably going to be well themed. I wasn't really expecting anything quite like this, and it's so nice that they've kind of moved away from doing a lot of screen-based rides and doing these big props, big set pieces, and it looks stunning. Now, you've also got to think that the show building where the station's going to be for this ride, and we imagine part of the queue line leading up to the station, you know, there's going to be a lot happening inside there. So I'm really hoping that the inside is as well themed as the outside. I'm sure it will be. This project, they're just going above and beyond with it. But yeah, I've got full support of Universal Creative with this. It looks incredible. It really does. So yeah, inside the building, I'm kind of hoping for a couple of onboards, kind of show elements before that initial launch, also at the end of the ride as well. You know, maybe some sort of show scene to kind of wrap up the experience. I'm not too sure what we're going to see. People have done the predictions on it, but we don't know officially what's inside that building yet, so I can't wait to see it. I am so excited. But yeah, you've seen some footage and photos of all around this area. Let's talk about where the actual entrance is going to be for the VelociCoaster. Now, last week the entrance was upgraded already from what it was before. I thought it was looking looking good before, but it's been upgraded since that. They've actually put the signage in. There's a couple of raptors on the top, and also as well, they've got some flame effects at either side, which look brilliant. Now, along with that, the whole sort of walkway is kind of behind the Discovery Centre, what there is. In the Jurassic Park area, of course, you make your way round past the Discovery Centre or through it, and that's where the entrance to the queue line is going to be. With this photo just here, you can see that's kind of part of the walkway going round to the entrance. You've got a couple of raptors at the side, which is brilliant. Of course, with the rock work, they're kind of standing up at the top. Move at some form, animatronics, I'm really hoping so. Also with the ones on the entrance, I'm hoping they have a bit of movement. Not loads, but just a little bit to make them seem more realistic. And of course, the piece of track that you can see there is the zero-G stall, which looks incredible on this. It's like 100 foot in length. It looks brilliant. That comes as part of the second part of the ride. However, the first part of the ride more goes through all the rock work and the theming. The second part of the ride is more based over water. As you saw in some updates, what we posted back in December, then yeah, you'll have seen how that's all over the water and it looks fantastic. But it's more that first section of the ride for the theming that I'm excited about. The second part of the ride for the overall coaster experience. Now, with this, of course, you've seen in the footage there, the coaster itself doesn't look ridiculously fast. It has got a top speed of just over 70 miles an hour. And bear in mind, you've got to think it's going up that huge top hat and back over the other side. By the bottom of there, the second part of the ride is going to have a lot more speed to it. It's going to be really well paced. The first section looks like it's going to be good fun, but it's more building up. You're going to go through all these near misses, close encounters with the raptors, then go into that second launch and straight up into the top part, of course, before going into the rest of the ride. So honestly, I'm not concerned about the speed. I know some people were saying on social media this week that they thought it looked very slow. You got to think, I'd rather it be a slower first section and then a faster second section. Along with that as well, this footage was taken literally as soon as the ride started testing for that day. As we all know with coasters, they do warm up when you get more riders on there, and just in general, keep running around the track. These rides do really warm up. But honestly, it's looking absolutely awesome, isn't it? I can't believe just how amazing this is looking. Now, also, just thought I'd mention a little bit about the merchandise. Brett took some photos of this. So here's a little look at one of the magnets that's available. This is quite cool what he bought. So yeah, you've got the Jurassic World VelociCoaster magnets. Quite like those. They've got all the stats on there about the ride too. And then we've got a couple of different t-shirts to see here. Starting off with this one here, which is very different, isn't it? It says "Must Go Faster" on there, of course, with all the different dinosaurs. And then you've got another t-shirt just here that's available. You've got the ride logo, dinosaurs on there, the raptors, and of course some of the ride's track as well. So yeah, I'm really liking the design of those. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of more new merchandise coming out for this because it's such a big ride for them, and especially with it being based around Jurassic World, something that a lot of people love, myself included. I think the merchandise sales are going to go down really well. I'll certainly be buying a t-shirt when I head out there. Now, just want to talk about the testing. Like I say, this ride's been testing for a couple of months now. It started testing in January with actual riders on the train. We know that there's been people on board on this ride now, which is great. And along with that as well, this is also going to help with them opening this and making it a more reliable opening for them. We all know how Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure was when that opened. It certainly wasn't the most successful of openings. The ride had a lot of downtime. It took a long time to get going. That's going to be the same, I imagine, with this. Probably not quite as complex because you've got to think, with Hagrid's, it was the first coaster to have 7 different launches on there. They've only got 2 to worry about on this, and there's a lot of Blitz coasters out there. So I do think it'll be more reliable, but you can definitely tell with how much testing this ride's doing pretty much every day. Universal are really thinking about bedding this ride in, making sure that it's going to be running right, and of course nice and reliable, ready for when it opens. And talking about when it's going to open, it's now the end of February. This ride looks pretty much nearly complete, doesn't it? I mean, yes, there's still construction walls up around the pathways by the entrance to the ride and a couple of other areas, but in general, it's not looking far off at all. So I'm thinking we're going to see some soft openings for this. Again, a big reason they'll probably do that is because of the failure really that the opening was for Hagrid's. As much as it's bedded in a lot more now, when it first opened it had so much downtime. So I can see them doing unannounced openings, which are soft openings as they're known, you know, and just letting people on gradually. It could be for 5 minutes, it could be for 5 hours. That's how a soft opening works before they then officially confirm the ride is open. So fingers crossed we're going to get to ride this year, and as soon as I can get out there to ride this, I promise you I will be. I know Charlotte's really excited for it too. So she'll be heading out there with me at some point when we can. And yeah, this looks amazing. Here's another couple of photos. Honestly, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? Just seeing this ride, all the rock work around, everything about this just seems stunning. And like I say, I'm hoping the indoor show scenes are going to match up with the outside and the train design, but I'm not concerned. I'm pretty sure it's going to. And I think this is going to be one of the best roller coasters built so far in the world. I really do. It's a complete package. It's got the theming, it's got the train design, it's got the launches, the inversions, hopefully the airtime. It's just going to be fantastic. It really is. And fair play to Universal Creative. They've gone above and beyond with this one. And I can't wait to get out there and ride it. So what are your thoughts on the VelociCoaster? Maybe you live in the States, you'll be going as soon as you can. Or maybe you're like us, you're outside of America, but you can't wait to head over there. And you'll literally be booking a flight to ride this as soon as you can do, like us. Honestly, I can't wait. But yeah, let us know down below in the video comments. Does it look better than you expected? Maybe you're expecting more. I don't know. I would love to know your thoughts down below. And once again, a big thank you to Brett for heading down to the park, getting some photos and videos. And yeah, hopefully soon Brett will be riding on the front row. Can't wait. Thanks for joining me for another update on the Jurassic World VelociCoaster at Universal Orlando Resort. And stay tuned for brand new videos every single day here on Theme Park Worldwide. I'm Sean Sandbrook. Thanks for watching. And that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you all soon.